everybody, and welcome to the 7th episode of JAWA, Journal of an African Writer Artiste. You know, 7 is the number of perfection. So today we're trying to achieve perfection with our episode today about the Maasai tribe. But for a few minutes, let's take in our surroundings. Don't you love the flowers? I mean, I love the flowers. And can we also take a minute to realize that I kind of look like the voodoo queen in Princess and the Frog? Except I'm not a voodoo queen, I'm just a queen. It is me, a.k.a, with you right here in JAWA. Today we're going to be talking about one of the most popular tribes in Africa, and they are known as the Maasai tribe. Yes, I'm talking about a tribe that you guys see all the time on TV. They wear red, they wear blue, they wear all sorts of colors, and they carry spears. But you guys probably don't know that they have a lot of beautiful history surrounding them. I'll be talking about the Maasai people from Kenya and Tanzania, but I won't just talk about them. I'm going to talk about one of their very great legends, about the African giant Lakalanga. So let's get into it. Now, the Maasai people are an indigenous people of East Africa who live in Kenya and northern parts of Tanzania. Fun fact 1, the Maasai people are a semi-nomadic tribe, meaning they move from one place to another and they do not have a single permanent home, much like the Fulani people of West and East Africa and the Motunui people of Disney's Moana. But I'm pretty sure they are settled right now though. The Maasai speak their native tongue as well as the official languages of Tanzania and Kenya, which are Swahili and English. They serve a god that they call Ngai or Enkai or Enkai, and they believe that he lives in Oldonyo Lengai, which is called the mountain of God in English. Well known for living around wildlife, which are their homes, the Maasai people can be found around a lot of wildlife conservationist areas such as the Serengeti, Lake Nakuru, Ngorongoro, the Masai Mara National Park, and they are wildlife conservationists. People are averse to killing of game and birds. Fun fact number 2, the Maasai do not hold burials. No. They leave their dead to rot on the ground so they can be picked up by scavengers and eaten like vultures, etc. Burials are reserved only for great chiefs. Maasai were warriors, singers, and dancers, much like every other African traditional society. But get this, their attire is very distinct. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. Wooden orinkas in their hands, the traditional colorful shuka, and their cowhide sandals. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of pictures of Maasai people, and they always have their beads on, their spear in their hand, their orinkas actually, not their spears, and then their robe, which they call shukas, and they're very colorful too. Maasai are traditional people ruled by a Laibon. They call him Laibon, plural Laiboni, which is a religious leader, a diviner, and a prophet. Well, that's all for our trip, guys. Let's go straight into the story. Today, our history is coming from the northern Tanzanian Maasai people, and this is the history of Lakalanga, the African giant. So about 5 to 2 million years ago, a Pliocenic species of the hominin was found around the Kateoli volcanoes. In 1976, Mary Leakey and some paleoanthropologists were wandering around the Kateoli mountains south of the Serengeti desert in northern Tanzania, and they saw large footprints. So Mary Leakey and her team saw the footprints, and immediately they were taken aback. They had to investigate into this matter and see what kind of evolution data it could bring them. Mary Leakey and her team investigated the footprints of the two-legged individuals as they had hypothesized, and noticed that they were walking at the same time, same moderate speed, same direction as the explorers. Now, that is a human alert. With this, Mary Leakey and her paleontologists were able to hypothesize that this creature had to be in the family of the hominin species which went extinct so many years ago. They called it Lucy, but the actual scientific name was Australopithecus afarensis. Okay, so they needed to know more about this, and of course they found these footprints on Maasai land, so Maasai people had to have a thing or two to tell them about this creature. So they had to go to the Maasai locals and see. This is what they found out. Reportedly, I'm saying reportedly because I am not the source. Now, reportedly, they went to the Maasai people and they had to ask them questions. Now, the Maasai cultural people confirmed that these footprints were actually made by one of the largest species in their time, the largest Maasai people. So it was not a dinosaur or like a gorilla, according to the Maasai people. This brings us to the tale of Lakalanga. They believe that these footprints are made by Lakalanga in his time. Lakalanga was an ancient warrior among the Maasai people, and he lived so long ago. He was believed to be the biggest of their kind at that time, and he won many wars against neighboring communities for the Maasai people. Lakalanga was a hero. He was a very strong, very large man who won a lot of battles for them in their community. He was a basic legend. The tale of Lakalanga has been passed down in Maasai culture orally, which is the most effective and the most popular method of passing down history in my Black African culture. Lakalanga was known to be one of the biggest people of his time, and researchers were able to find out that he could have been at least 64 inches or 165 centimeters tall. His footprints were scattered all over the Kateoli mountains, and this is a sight that I definitely want to behold. I mean, look at those footprints, look at them, they are big. Now, why are the footprints so important? On a scientific note, footprints are potentially more important in providing evolution data than even fossils, bones, and teeth. They can use the footprints to reconstruct locomotion, body size variability, and speed of extinct species. So far, all the extinct human fossils that have been found have been classified under the genus Homo. Lucy is the exception so far. We are unique. You know something? I love finding out interesting things about Africa, because it just makes me feel like, yeah, we have a lot of history, we have a lot of backstory, we have a lot of culture surrounding us, and it's so beautiful because then whenever they find something in Africa, it's always different. It's always different from the normal story, and I really like that about it. I like this Lakalanga, and I really want to go there and see those footprints, you know. And I also want to hear more about those folk tales about Lakalanga, because I feel like there's more to him than just the footprints. I want to know about his wars, the wars that he fought, and what exactly made him such a superhero, you know. Something else I didn't say is that, you know, the traditional scientific explanation to the footprints, because one of the Lakalanga's footprints were bigger than the other footprints that came around, even though all were bigger than the normal human footprint size. One thing I wanted to note also was that Lakalanga's the scientific theory of that kind of thing is one man, one child, and two to three wives. That is the evolution period, the caveman period and all that. But then the Maasai people kind of like contradicted this theory, and they were like, no, that was not his wife or his kid. That was other Maasai followers, Maasai warriors following Lakalanga. You know, Lakalanga as a hero, as a big man in society, he's got to have his battalion, he's got to have his the people following him, you know, his entourage. So that was his entourage, that was not his wife or kids. And you know, that's interesting to know. So I cannot wait to go to Tanzania. I can't wait. Tourism. You know, that is what I like to hear. I like to hear travel. Now, if you are looking to travel to Kenya or to see the Maasai people, I suggest Kenya and Tanzania. Let's not forget. I suggest Maasai Mara National Park, Tanzania, but I will give like specifications on the screen so that you can check out some websites, some safari websites and all that. We have the Ngorongoro Safari, you can visit that. You can visit Lake Nakuru, you can visit Manyara, you can even visit Serengeti. Yeah, you can visit those places and see. I think Kenya and Tanzania, that's so beautiful. You can go to Zanzibar and see the cultural fest. It's amazing. I just want to go there and like be with the like wildlife. You know, those their cars are like open and you'll be seeing the lions and everything around. I just want to go there. I'm dying to travel. So yeah, you can visit, especially the Maasai Mara National Park, because that place is really known for the Maasai culture and seeing Maasai people. So yeah, you can visit there, Ngorongoro, Serengeti, Lake Nakuru, Manyara. There are plenty places. I'm just so happy that this culture has not died. I'm so happy that they have chosen to keep it on, and like the Maasai people are relentless. They are relentless and they are on and on. This is one of the most strong-standing, pure African cultures till today. Okay, that is all for today. As you can see, day is turning into night, so we have to close this down. This has been episode 7 of Journal of an African Writer Artist with me, Chimamaka Adini, and I hope you love this episode. Make sure to comment, subscribe, like, and share. You must share and you must comment and you must like and subscribe, and I would love to hear more from you guys, and I would love to know what you think about Lakalanga, the African giant, and I would love that you would also love the African giant song in this show. So bye bye.